Hello, and as always, a very warm welcome to the Thought for the Week. This time the week starting on the 9th of June 2025, and today we're talking about writing exams with confidence. This newsletter comes to you from the grad team. My name is Ruda Landman. It's exam time, often a time of stress and tension. Next week, we'll give you some support in dealing with that stress. But for now, it's all about the practical stuff. How to give your absolute best when you sit down with the paper. Just one thought before we get into that. Try not to get caught up in the emotional whirlwind that can spring up in these weeks. Avoid nervous chatter with others who are just as tense as you are. Focus on yourself, your time, your studies. Keep to a regular, productive schedule. Start every day with a few minutes of quiet time. And get enough sleep. With that said, let's get to some practical tips. The first one, very simply, check the venue and the time of your exam the day before. Get up early and be at the venue with time to spare. But do not talk to panicky students around you. Go to the toilet before the exam starts. And then, when you get your paper, plan your time. Read all the questions and see how many marks each one represents. Make a rough outline of how much time to spend on each question. You don't want to spend half your time on something that can only earn you 10 marks out of 100. Next, start with what you know best. You do not have to answer the questions in order. Leave the things you are less sure of for last. Give yourself a moment to compose your thoughts before you start writing your answer. Be clear and concise. Try and keep your handwriting legible. Ask the invigilator, the person who supervises the exam, for help if you are not clear about a question. He or she will tell you if you are asking something they are not allowed to say. Don't waste time worrying if you should ask. Just do it. Keep an eye on the time. Don't spend more time on a particular question or section than it's worth, or you may run out of time and lose all the marks allocated to the later questions, which you may know better. And lastly, use every minute of the available time. If you finish early, review your answers before handing in your paper. Now, I keep talking about watching the time. How do you allocate your time? Well, a very simple way is to divide the total number of minutes you have into quarters, in other words, divided by 4. So a 3-hour paper, that's 180 minutes, that's 4 times 45 minutes. Then divide the total number of marks also into quarters. 300 marks gives you 4 times 75. Then you track your progress. When the first quarter of the time is over, in this case 45 minutes, you should have answered questions worth a quarter of the marks, in this case 75 marks. Halfway through the time, you should have done questions for half the marks, etc. Good luck in the exams. We are all rooting for you. Yes, you can. And that comes from the grad team. If you like our content, do forward and share. We would love to reach more people.